Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Sustainable Woman podcast. I'm Ellen Adams. And a few weeks ago, I recorded an episode, and it was about the winter that I learned how to stop. And it was the winter that I finally gave myself permission to rest. I was so proud of it. I was so ready to share it. And then I didn't post it. Because somewhere between recording that episode and now, I became freaking exhausted again. And that irony is not lost on me. So here's what January and February actually looked like for me. I sunk into winter mode, nesting, resting, and not feeling at all guilty about it, because I had learned that lesson before. And then life started lifing, right? The outside noise started creeping in. I started doom scrolling way too much. There was the news, the social media, all of it. And then I became frozen, discouraged, and unsure of what to do next. I had waited to be posting this, and then it felt like it wasn't relevant anymore. So here's the honest truth. I'm building something new. And here's the honest truth about building something new. It's hard. There's no two ways about it. And building an online business, it's completely different than what I've done before. It's different than putting an open sign out in a brick and mortar store like Zippy Chicks. People know me from that business. They trust me. And this is it's a different realm. And even the people who've known me for years, they don't know me here. They don't know me in this person. So while I'm trying to build this new thing, I'm being pulled back into Zippy Chicks. I'm short-staffed. It's year-end. We're doing all of the analysis. And this is the business that pays my bills. So it's stretchy. It's messy. And some days, I don't know if I'm building something or I'm just spinning. And the weather it's been brutal this winter in Vermont in the Northeast. We had Arctic blasts, double digits below zero for stretches, more snow than we've had in a while, although everyone's saying the skiing is amazing. The damn groundhog saw his shadow. Of course he did. So things just felt like they were getting heavier, and people in my extended circles started deaths. People started passing away. My community was grieving, and then it hit very close to home. My 21-year-old nephew died in a car accident. And everything felt so heavy, and I wanted to run away and hide. And I didn't want to be anywhere but somewhere else. And my brain said, "You're a fraud. You can't even do what you teach." And here's the lie I was telling myself. If I really knew how to build a sustainable life, I wouldn't be struggling right now. If I was qualified to teach this, I'd have it figured out. Who am I to talk about burnout recovery when I am burning out? Sound familiar? We've all told ourselves the same thing. Who am I? Who am I to give advice when my life is a mess? Who am I to help others when I can't even help myself? Here's what I want you to hear. What I had to remind myself. That just because we are teachers doesn't mean we stop being students. Just because we're leaders doesn't mean we're heroes. Just because we help others doesn't mean that we don't need to help ourselves. We're human. We have hard seasons. And that doesn't mean we're broken. And that doesn't mean we're frauds. It means we're in it with you, not above you. And here's what I'm learning. Again, sustainable doesn't mean unbreakable. Building a sustainable life is like building a muscle. And you don't just do it once and you're done. You practice, you strain, and sometimes you tear. And then you rebuild stronger. And sometimes it requires a breakdown before the breakthrough. And if there's one thing I know for damn sure, after 15 years of sobriety, after navigating my husband's diagnosis, after loss and grief and hard winters, it will never stay the same. Sometimes it will get worse before it gets better, but it always gets better. And not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger, because you learn, because you build the muscle. February is a month of testing. It's the longest short month. The tail end of winter when you're done, but spring isn't here yet. When the novelty of cozy has worn off, but the warmth hasn't arrived. And February asks, how committed are you to this? Not when it's easy. Not when you're motivated. Not when content flows and life cooperates, but when it is hard. When you're grieving, when you're frozen, when you want to quit. And that's when you find out what sustainable really means. It doesn't mean you don't struggle. It means you don't abandon yourself when you do. So here's where I am. I'm still tired. I'm still grieving. I'm still figuring it out. I'm on the verge of tears, but I'm here. I'm recording this. I'm showing up messy because that's the whole point. You don't have to be healed to help. You don't have to be perfect to teach. You don't have to have it all figured out to share what you're learning. You just have to be honest. So this is me being honest. I recorded an episode about burnout and then I burned out. And I'm still here. And so are you. And that's enough. So if you're in a hard season right now, if February is testing you too, I want you to know you're not broken. You're not behind. You're not a fraud. You're human, having a human experience in a hard season. And seasons change. They always do. So for now, just stay. Just breathe. Just let winter be winter. Spring is coming. It always does. Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me be honest with you. And I'll see you next time.